All right, everybody. It is Tuesday night. It is the eve of Thanksgiving Eve, and we've got some nice weather to talk about over the next couple of days. And then we have another storm system that is moving in. But at least, let me just go ahead and jump with the graphic that I usually show at the very end of my weather forecast. I'll go ahead and start with this one first because it's getting a big snapshot into the next 10 days. Thanksgiving is going to be the warmest day that we're going to have for the rest of the month. It's pretty nice, 62 degrees. So those temperatures are nice because temperatures are beginning to come down, and there's a lot of new data that's coming in right now, and at least we can say Saturday, Sunday is definitely going to be the day that rain chances will be on the up and up. And there'll be just enough cold air that will be coming in with this that some of us will see the chance for that rain to change over to snow. So let me go ahead and go over some of the newest data that we have in here. And then I'm going to kind of show you some of the model data because the model data has been starting to change a little bit in the last couple of runs here. So Saturday morning, going into Saturday night, it's a rain snow chance for Oklahoma City, or it's all rain for Oklahoma City. It's a rain snow chance for out across northwestern Oklahoma. The way that any snow is going to probably move in here is that it's going to have to rain pretty hard, and that's going to cool the atmosphere down, and then that rain will begin to change over to snow. So the good news is that there's not an ice threat at all that I see in the forecast as we go into this weekend, which is nice because usually out here it always feels like it's like some type of ice or something like that. But no, this is going to be rain changing over to snow for northwestern Oklahoma. The chance is going to be there. And then that chance continues even as we go into Sunday morning here. So yesterday the weather models were beginning to look a little bit less and less likely to bring in snow into Oklahoma. And then they've kind of started to go the other way around and bringing in a little bit more snow. And I'll show you what I mean. And so we'll have to see what the trend is. I mean, it's only Tuesday and we're talking about Saturday. So we definitely still have plenty of time to go here before anything, really materializes. But I'll show you what I mean here. So let me pop over here. Okay. So this was the weather model late last night, like we were going to bed. And notice how it had snow. This is the Euro model, by the way. So it had snow out across western Kansas. This was, by the way, Friday night. And it basically brought some rain into Oklahoma. It had snow up into Kansas going into Saturday afternoon. And then it had a little bit of snow that tried to fall early Sunday morning out across northwestern Oklahoma. And then it moves out as all rain, and that's it. Then this morning, we got some new data that rolled in. Oops, let me click on it here. We got some new data that came that said, oh, you know what? It's going to take a little bit farther south of a track. And so it has more snow coming into Oklahoma, and it kind of has it falling out across northwestern Oklahoma. Oklahoma City, it's all rain for us. Stillwater, Shelley, for you, it's all rain for you. But you can see it kind of dropped it a little bit farther down to the south. So now that's what we were watching. That's the Euro model. The Canadian model earlier today kind of looked a little bit similar to the Euro in that it had that snow out across northwestern Oklahoma, not in Oklahoma City, but it kind of kept it up there, and then that snow kind of vanishes. So the Canadian and the Euro look very similar. The GFS earlier today has snow in Kansas and a little bit right along the border in Oklahoma, but that's about it. So basically what we are literally dealing with at this moment is the difference between trying to determine like 50 miles fluctuation in the storm track. So the storm right now is going to be up here in this vicinity. If it takes a track like this, well then we're going to be dealing with all rain. But if it drops a little bit farther down to the south like this, well then there'll be just enough cold air to where it's snow. So that is what we are going to be dealing with and trying to figure out over the next couple of days will be the track. So earlier today when I came in, I bumped up the snow projections for the Panhandle and a little bit up into northwestern Oklahoma. 1 to 3 inches of snow for Boise City, Guymon, Beaver. And then yesterday, when I made the snow forecast for northwestern Oklahoma, I had it at a trace. I still have it at a trace with right now like an isolated 1-incher that will be popping in there. So I did bump up a little bit of the snow projections as we go into northwestern Oklahoma. So now what we're going to be watching is we're beginning to get a new kind of data suite, a new data dump coming in that will allow us to add additional model data to the forecast over the coming days. As of right now, it's all going to start out probably as rain, and then snow will mix in. Roads are going to be wet Saturday and into early Sunday. If you're traveling or if you're traveling out of Oklahoma, Sunday afternoon looks just fine. We should be sunny. I do have, by the way, a new GFS model that is currently trickling in. It's gone out the Thursday. So by the way, I mean, it's going to every 30 seconds I get another 6 hours in. So let's see if this tries to follow in line with the Euro and the Canadian, or if this tries to decrease the snow. Just looking, we'll go back to that, but looking at the NBM, which is a national blend of models, the most recent dump of data did kind of pick up the snow a little bit out across far northwestern Oklahoma and into the Panhandle. That's about 2 to 3 inches. Whereas the earlier model run, like this was like from a couple hours ago, you can see it was much less. So it did say, the newest run, it did kind of pick it up a bit out across the Panhandle. We'll see if any of that can make its way this far south. One of the problems, though, that we may have that we're going to have to watch will be temperatures. Let me show you the NAM model, which the NAM model tends to, I believe, have a bit of a better handle on cold temperatures. And so right now, it only goes out, the NAM model only goes out to Saturday morning, but it has Saturday morning at about 32 to 33 degrees. Whereas, let me compare that to the Euro model. This is just taking a snapshot, by the way, of Oklahoma City. But the Euro model has us at 31, 32 degrees. So there's definitely consistency there. The GFS model on Saturday morning was much warmer. It had us at 41 degrees. So is the GFS the outlier? We're going to watch that one. But I'm all the way up now to Friday afternoon here. Friday, mid-morning. We'll see if I get some newer data coming in. As far as, there will not be any snow. No snow tomorrow. No snow tomorrow. And will it snow during the OSU BYU? No, it will not. It will not. So, and David is not a fan of ABC5 app. Although I will say the weather app is updated manually by SMETS here. But you know what? You don't have to like the app. You don't have to like the app. So anyway, going out again next 10 days. The high of 62 on Thursday will be the warmest that we have as we go into Friday and Saturday and Sunday, and then temperatures will be rather cool, not extremely cold, but they will be cool. We haven't had a night, by the way, tonight at this cold since right before Halloween. So tonight's gonna be a cold night, and that's gonna set up probably for quite a few freezes going into next week. Jack, there will be a pregame show Saturday morning from OSU and BYU. And so, David, you know what, man? I wish you all the best for Thanksgiving. So, I know you don't have to like the app. It's okay. But you are free to voice your opinions on here. So, when will Oklahoma City have a big winter storm of 3 feet of snow? It's going to be a pretty long time for that one. So, that would be like a big time record Big time record, Leonard. So I don't see us getting a storm that big. That's a lot. That'd be a lot of snow. 3 feet of snow. There'd be a lot of people stuck. Correct, Jack. Friday is going to be treated like Saturday here when it comes to sports. So a lot of sports on TV. So there you go. All right. Well, KOCO 5. Then why remove his remark, Vicky? I didn't remove any remark. KOCO 5 begins in a few minutes, so I'm going to head on over there and going to look over some new data, see if I got to make some adjustments for the newscast. And I hope you all have a wonderful night. Have a good one.